Good evening and welcome to the Teamidris channel. Let's fit a universal joint. So we've measured them all out and they seem right. So first thing we need to do is to get the first cup in. It's just going to fight us a little bit as it goes over the circlip ring. Okay, at least it's in the hole. Now we need to push it in too far. Now the aim here is to push it in a reasonable way, but not so far it falls out. So, in the best Blue Peter tradition, yeah, I pushed that too far. Not a problem. As long as I don't push the back out of it, I'll be alright. It's nice and free because I've already pushed it in there. Right, out comes the small socket. Check all my rollers are in there, everything looks good. Right, in with the joint. Now what I really don't want to do here is disturb any rollers, so slip that in there. Yeah, it's come down to the seal there, so that looks good. Right, back onto pushing it too far. Okay, that's as far as it will go that way. So the idea with that, it's a bit tight. Just going to push that till there's a gap there, and this end is sticking out. Just make sure I've picked up no dirt off the vise. I can now pop this roller set in, and the bearing's actually floating. The cross is floating on the bearings, so in theory we can't lose any bearings, because if they fall sideways it won't go down far enough. So we're looking at the gap here and the gap here to make sure that that cross has actually gone in far enough. That looks okay. These go up what in your mind is the wrong way up. The sharp edge faces outwards, so that it's the sharp edge trying to ride out of the groove. In he goes. Right, back the vise out a bit more. This will take a bit more pushing because we're now pushing two bearings rather than just one. Yeah, that's not too bad. The first two bearings had to have yeah, that clip's a bit shallow, let's give it a bit more. You tend to find that these things do vary, although they're very accurate. They do get warped over the years. Oh, there goes Mr. Socket. Right. Same thing with this clip, make sure it's sharp side out. It should just snap in. Yep, make the noise. Okay, so that's a bit tight. So we're just going to knock it back with the hammer. Yeah, that's a bit freer. And then to do this one, and this is pushing the circlips up to the edge of the yoke. Yeah, it's reasonably tight, but it's supposed to be because it is a new bearing. Always remove the grease nipple when you're working on it because you will smash it up very, very easily. And even if you're stripping it down, take it out on the old one, because it's always handy to have a grease nipple, because heck knows what thread it is, but I'm sure it fits something. They're going to be a bit difficult to tighten up here because the nape of the bearing there kind of covers the flanks of the grease nipple, and that makes it tricky to fit. Oh, good squelchy noises mean the grease is getting in there. Yeah, we're good. You could argue that I've got the prop shaft upside down because I've got the slide grease nipple there, but inevitably you find that because the differential is lower than the transfer box, to actually get the grease nipple on, it'll probably have to be at the top anyway, but I tend to find that you have to rotate the axle to do anything anyway. Give the spline a grease there. Grease the joint that isn't stuffed. That's that then. That can go back on the Land Rover and keep us going for a few miles. Thanks for watching.